Welcome parents, siblings, guests, faculty, underclassmen, and class of 2018. I am honored to speak in front of you today on behalf of my class. Every year, after the first semester, there is always a clear vibe and a title that the freshman class will bring to the campus, and the class of 2018 received our title early on freshman year. The first night in Reynolds, having a party on the first floor, room 2, after the music died down and the conversation began, I noticed out of the girls who were in the room, we were all nervous. The first dorm meeting, we were all nervous, or at least I was. Nervous to be away from home, nervous to be with these girls that I didn't know, sleeping with them, and not knowing what to expect. I like to think we got to know each other quickly. Thick as thieves, always tough acts to follow. From Grey's Anatomy in the lounge to lovely Virginia yelling at us to go to bed 15 minutes before we had to. We received additions and lost some too, only making our class better, and we soon became the class of pride. We demanded respect and made our own decisions without regard to any class before us and any class coming after. Now, look at us today. Look at where and how we were, where we are now, where we're going, and who we will be. Almost as if the journey that took so long to get here didn't even happen. But this trip is what made us so resilient. Graduation and summer is just a quick rest stop. And when August rolls back around, we will start the car, fill up the tank, and take that resilience with us. College will be harder. Challenges will be harder. Life decisions that we will have to make will come along so much more often, and I just sweat thinking about it. And I'm not saying all these things to be negative or to make you more nervous than we already are, but considering everything we've accomplished here, it'll keep us above water so much longer than we think. It's hard to go our separate ways because the most separating I've done is walking back from dinner and my friends split off to go to Applegate and I keep straight to go to Orchard. Remember what you've learned. Stay true to your values and never change because of the opinion of someone else. We are way more prepared than you think, and it's only so long before we're looking back and wondering where all of the time went. I'm glad I can make memories with all of you. Pictures, Snapchats, moments that are just unforgettable. Thank you for helping me grow. I have made friendships here that I will value forever, and that's not something a lot of people can say. Let's enjoy where our lives take us, but along the way, let us not forget where we came from and who we were on this campus. Foxcroft girls are everywhere around the world, and you should be proud to call yourself one. We will always have life in Old Virginia. Foxcroft alumni are all over the world, and be proud to say that you are now a part of this network that many girls will look to in the future. And even though we are now graduates, don't forget that we still have that very same network behind us as well while we find our way, and I have no doubt that we will. Today is closing the doors on what was and opening them for what can be. A new red carpet has been rolled out for us, and we decide how we want to walk it. We have an education many others dream of having. A wise man once told me that excuses are tools of the weak and the incompetent. They build bridges to nowhere and tunnels to nothingness. Those who excel in them seldom do in anything else, therefore there are no excuses. There are no excuses for the lack of your success with the foundation that we've built here. So if I hear that my girl Yuming is a judge on So You Think You Can Dance, or Rachel is in the news for delivering a record amount of babies, then I will be surprised. Have passion and pride in everything you do, even if it doesn't meet the status quo, because honestly, we've never been a class to follow it anyway. We are now on the last page of our high school career, closing the cover on all the things we've done in this crazy chapter of our lives. Remembering the first night on the sleeping porch, not even sleeping, our first mixer, which could have easily been the last for some of us, our first all-nighter, and thinking that this one assignment would ruin our entire career, our first application to our first acceptance, our first day turning into our last first day, and our first hellos in the dorms turning into our last goodbyes in this garden. So congratulations, let's do it. Be optimistic, curious, passionate, all the things that we are and more. It took so long to get here, and now here we are. No matter what the next step for you may be, put your best foot forward and strut like Naomi Campbell through the streets of life. We're grown now, and the world better watch out, because we want it all. Class of 2018, class of pride, let's be unforgettable. Thank you.